A very warm welcome to all of you. Myself, Professor Nagare SS from KJ Somaya College, Kopargaon. Today we are going to study the important topic from the chapter Nuclear Chemistry, that is radioactivity, types of radioactivity, types of particles in radioactivity. So these three topics we are going to study in this lecture. Before starting this lecture, please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon in order to get the notification for the upcoming video lectures. So let's start the today's lecture. Now, as far as the nuclear chemistry chapter is to be considered, this chapter includes the study regarding the nuclei of an element. In that study, some nuclei are there which show a characteristics property called as the radioactivity. So we are interested to study what is meant by radioactivity and which type of the nuclei shows this property radioactivity. The radioactivity was discovered by Becquerel in 1896. Now, what is meant by actually this radioactivity? The spontaneous decomposition of an unstable nucleus of an element into a more stable nucleus by releasing nuclear particles and or electromagnetic radiations of high energy is called as radioactivity. So this radioactivity is nothing but the spontaneous decomposition of the unstable nucleus. So those nucleus which are unstable in nature, they show a tendency of spontaneous decomposition into the more stable nucleus. During this decomposition, they may release some nuclear particles and some electromagnetic radiations of high energy, or they may release either one of the either particle or some radiations. So this simple phenomena is called as the radioactivity. The unstable nucleus is called as the parent. In this radioactivity phenomena, the unstable nucleus which undergo decomposition is called as the parent, while the newly formed element is called as the daughter. Whenever an unstable nucleus is converted into a stable nucleus, then that stable nucleus or newly formed nuclei is called as the daughter. So in this radioactivity, these two terms are commonly used. One is a parent, second is called as the daughter. In the radioactivity, we get number of daughters from parent based upon the stability. So whenever we come across the word radioactivity, there is occur a sequence of different daughters from the given parent based upon the stability. If suppose the parent get converted into the daughter, if suppose this daughter nuclei or element is again unstable, that daughter may get converted into the new daughter. So this type of the one series is obtained in this radioactivity phenomena. So this is a simple introduction and meaning of the word radioactivity. Now, once we know what is by the radioactivity, now we are interested to know what are the different types of the radioactivity. There are two types of radioactivity. One is called as the natural radioactivity. Now, what is by this natural radioactivity? The activity exhibited by naturally occurring elements such as uranium, thorium, radium is called as natural radioactivity. So those elements which occur in the nature and that shows the radioactivity, such as the element uranium, thorium and radium, these are the important radioactive elements. So that type of the radioactivity is called as the natural radioactivity. The second important type of this radioactivity is the artificial radioactivity. The activity exhibited by radioactive isotopes of stable elements is called as artificial radioactivity. We know very well that some elements are there which are prepared in a laboratory. So that artificial elements may show some type of the radioactive phenomena, then that type of the radioactivity shown by this type of the elements are called as the artificial radioactivity. So these are the two types of the radioactivity depending upon which type of the elements shows the radioactivity. Now after knowing the types of the radioactivity, we are interested to know during the decomposition of the parent nuclei into the daughter nuclei, what type of the different particles or rays are included in the radioactivity. So the next topic is types of particles or rays in a radioactivity. The radioactivity exhibit the emission of following particles or rays. The four important particles or rays is here. First one is alpha particle, that is nothing but the helium nuclei. Second one is a beta particles, that is your electron. Third one is a positron emission and K capture, this is a positron. And the fourth one is the electromagnetic rays, that is the gamma rays. So whenever a parent get converted into the daughter, these either one of the particles included in this radioactivity process. By the emission of these particles by parent elements, following changes can be occur in daughter elements. So whenever the conversion of parent into the daughter can be takes place, so along in this conversion, these particles may involve, and whenever these particles can be emitted, what type of changes can be takes place in this type of the daughter nuclei, that we have to study. The first particle which is emitted from the given parent nuclei is alpha particle emission. Now whenever alpha particle get emitted from the given parent nuclei, now what type of changes can be takes place? So for this purpose, let's consider here a general nuclear reaction. Suppose this X nuclei is there with mass number A and atomic number Z. Whenever the alpha particle get emitted from this X nuclei, the Y nuclei is formed. This Y is called as the daughter, while this X is called as parent. So whenever this Y is formed, its mass number get decreased by the 4 unit and atomic number get decreased by the 2 units. So we can say that whenever the alpha particle is emitted from this type of the X nuclei, then Y is formed with atomic number less than the 2 units and mass number less by the 4 units. This is a simple representation of this type of the emission of the alpha particle. Our parent nucleus is here. Suppose we take here uranium 235 mass number. Whenever the alpha particle get emitted, alpha particle is nothing but the helium nuclei with mass number 4, atomic number 2. During this conversion, the new daughter nucleus is formed, that is nothing but the thorium, whose mass number is equal to the 231, and it is a 4 unit decrease in its mass number. So this is a simple representation of the emission of the alpha particle. If we look towards a specific example of this type of the alpha emission, let us consider here a uranium nuclei with atomic number 92 and mass number 235. Whenever alpha particle is emitted from this particular uranium nuclei, we get a thorium nuclei with atomic number 90, that is less than 2 units as compared to uranium, and mass number 231, that is a 4 unit less as compared to the mass number of the uranium. So in a last, we can say that the emission of alpha particle decreases atomic number by 2 unit and mass number by the 4 unit. The next particle included in this radioactivity phenomena is called as a beta particle emission. Suppose, let us consider here, if X is a nuclei, if it emits the beta particle, then its atomic number increases by the 1 unit, that is a Z plus 1, while mass number remain as it is. So let us consider here a general representation. This is a parent nucleus, suppose potassium with mass number 40. When it emits the beta particle along with some anti-neutrino particles, the daughter nucleus is formed with similar mass number, but there is a increase in atomic number by the 1 unit. So we get here the next element. Let us consider here a specific example of potassium nuclei with atomic number 19, mass number 40. Whenever this potassium emits the beta particle, then there is a formation of a calcium as a daughter nuclei with atomic number 20 and mass number 40. So we can say that the emission of beta particle increases atomic number by 1 unit and mass number remains constant. The third important rays or the radiation involves in this radioactivity is a gamma rays emission. Whenever a gamma ray is emitted by a particular nuclei, before that we can say that whenever your nuclei is present in a excited state, suppose this is a radon is there with atomic number 86, mass number 222, it is in an excited state. So whenever it is in an excited state, we can say that it is a highly energetic and as well as it is a unstable in nature. So it want to become a stable by the emission of excess amount of energy in the form of gamma rays. So whenever it emits its excess amount of energy in the form of gamma rays, it get converted into the ground state with atomic number and a mass number similar with mass number 222 and atomic number 86 along with the emission of the gamma ray. So you can say that whenever a gamma rays can be emitted from a particular nuclei, there is no change in its atomic number and mass number, it remains as it is, only there is a change in terms of energy can be takes place. So this is a general representation of this type of the gamma ray emission. This is a parent nucleus. Whenever a daughter is formed from this parent nucleus, only gamma rays get emitted and the energy of the daughter is lower as compared to the parent. So we can say that the emission of gamma rays results the same parent nuclei which differ in energy. The next important type of the particle in this radioactivity is a positron emission. Now, suppose if we consider a general nuclei as X with atomic number Z, mass number A, whenever these nuclei emits the positron, this positron is nothing but the +1 beta 0, that is the antiparticle of the electron. So what happens? Its atomic number get decreased by the 1 unit while mass number remain as it is. Let us look towards a specific example. Suppose this is phosphorus here with atomic number 15, mass number 30 is there. So whenever it emits the beta positron emission, then what happens? Its atomic number decreases by the 1 unit, that is it gives the silicon with the mass number remains constant. So you can say that the emission of positron decreases, atomic number by 1 unit and mass number remains constant. This is the fourth number important particle called as the positron emission. So we can study here the 4 different type of the particles or rays. First one is alpha particle, second is a beta particle, third one is a gamma ray emission, and fourth one is a positron emission. So in this lecture we discuss about the important phenomena, what is meant by radioactivity, what are the different types of the radioactivity, and the third important topic which we covered here, that is called as the what are the different type of the particles or rays involved in a particular radioactivity phenomena, and during this particular emission what type of changes can be takes place in terms of its atomic number and mass number. So that type of the important study we can do here in this particular lecture. So the remaining points from this chapter we will take in a next lecture. So with this I stop here. Thank you so much.